Hello. How y'all doing out there? I was just thinking I just get called to do this and I feel like I just need to finish this soon for all the zodiac signs. Okay. Hello. I hope you can hear me okay. So, I'm going to do Sagittarius. I don't know if you are Sagittarius or you have it in your birth chart, if you even know what birth charts are. Birth charts are, I for anyone that doesn't know, and if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. That's just what I do. So birth charts are fascinating. It is like the chart of your life, like of who you are in energy of zodiac signs. Zodiac signs are connected to planets, which is in our solar system. So from the sun, Mars, Mercury, Earth. Earth? Is it Earth? Do we have Earth? Anyways, we don't. Anyway, that's so interesting. That we don't. I guess I'd be the sun, but that doesn't make sense. Okay, anyways. Wherever you were born, when you came out of your mama's womb, wherever location you were at, okay, as soon as you came out of the womb and disconnected your mother, as for, umbilical cord, wherever the planets were aligned or at the time and month and all that stuff, will place those planets that they have found in centuries of practice and seeing of others, of energy sources that explain things about how you communicate, to the way that you love, how you have money, either problems or fortune, to who you are and who you represent on this earth. So like sun signs, as basically most people know of their zodiac, even people that don't really care to get into astrology will usually know what their zodiac signs are. And if you're here, obviously you must be interested in zodiac signs, right? So, anyways, birth charts are fascinating to look into, because sometimes even if you listen to tarot readers and you don't understand like how that doesn't make sense to you, either it's not the timing is right and you're a little off, or like it happened already or it's past. But I really do try to generally use the energy and try to place it in this time now of October 2025 and of Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius is a fire sign. I usually do seem to call love and relationships and money. So if that's something that you're interested in knowing about of this October, it's going to be a general reading for Sagittarius. So this could be in your moon, this could be in your rising sign, this could be in your sun, this could be in your Venus. This is my kitty Confetti. She is really cute, and I got her from our local Humane Society, and she was just a little kitten, and she was the only one that came up to my son and I when we went into this little room, and there was a big group of kitties, but she was meant to be for us. And she's special. She's like a tortoise mixed with tabby, orange tabby. So she looks like she has grease on her face sometimes. But she's special. And she's here right now because she kept crying at my door. Anyway, Sagittarius moon, by the way, is the zodiac sign of a fire sign. And it is, Sagittarius is the archer. The Sagittarius energies are very full of freedom. They really like to represent this part of them that says like, you can't control me and you can't put me in a corner, likes their freedom, likes their independence, and they don't really want anyone to really take that away from them. But they're very optimistic and when you're in a high level of Sagittarius energy, you will be able to like be very, to take anything that happens in any situation and make it where, okay, well, I can explain it like this, and this is what means this, because Sagittarius loves philosophy and they love to like get into understanding the deeper parts of the world and the situations and whatever. They like to really get in. Debating is fun for Sagittarius. Like Sagittarius can come off like they are trying to start a little competition with you, but really it's nothing to. Sagittarius doesn't really get, it's really, they don't get, if they're in a high level, they won't get angry about it. Honestly, they can make other people angry because sometimes people take Sagittarius a little too serious. I mean, as for, are you trying to compete with me? Like, what are you trying to prove you're right? Well, we can't, like, Sagittarius are known to, yes. They like to do that. But they're also very good at saying, okay, you proved me wrong. Like, thank you. I just learned something new. That is Sagittarius energy for sure. Passionate. Obviously, they're a fire sign, so they have a lot of passion, and they're leaders, and they're trailblazers, you know. That's what I know about Sagittarius. Oh, also about love with Sagittarius is they when they focus on something that they love or want, that the target's there, and they will do anything to get it until they do, you know. Unless they have like a squirrelish part of them where it's like, squirrel! So, there's that. So, just to tell you a little bit about what I know about Sagittarius, I'm a Sagittarius moon. I have a lot of Sag in my chart, which I'm proud of. This kitten, seriously. Confetti. Ease up. You don't, she's being very needy. Okay, guys, ready? This is for Sagittarius. Now, this could be, you can be a cross watcher for Sagittarius you love, or you can have Sag in your chart, or you can be a Sag sun. I'm going to direct this towards October. It's going to be a general energy for Sagittarius, and this can be something that you can relate to for with work, co-workers, your family, whatever situation. It could be situationship, or just situation that has affected you. And any Sagittarius in this energy of October, what were they affected the most by, and what did of the overcome, you know, output of the situation for overall October 2025 for Sagittarius. I'm going to use dice. Interesting. So there is, and again, just think of this too, if you are the Sagittarius, this could be that someone that you care about, or money, or whatever, is a part of your life, and you're being affected by it. So it doesn't mean it's always exactly your life. It could be what is being affected to you, or how you perceive someone that this can be about, that is affecting you. Okay, or this can be just you. Okay, so just note that to self as well. It's about new beginnings, and it's opportunity, and it's a potential, and it happened in October. This could be a idea of a long-lasting relationship that just starts. That's something that is affected, but there's always like this conflict, and suddenly a change of this can happen. This can be also a job opportunity that suddenly there's change or conflict or instability in it, of either your body, your frame of your body, of your masculine, or a structure. It could be about the manifestation, the stability. So what was maybe became something, a new beginning that was like, or an inheritance, or an idea of something that, you know, you fell in love with, or you felt love with, you know. There's like still like some change that needs to happen in order for it to have a stability, a structure, and a manifestation that needs to be worked on with Sagittarius energy. Does that make sense? Or it could be like the opportunity that comes up that's a brand new one, or one that has already existed in your life, you know, whether that's, again, a work situation, love, something you think can last a long time, the flow of love, maybe self-love, things like that. The opportunity to have that or in someone that you are noticing that's very strong for you, is there can be instability, and with that needs stability. Do you understand what I'm saying? Maybe you want to you have a new chance, potential chance that like either just starts and you never had it before, or it's a new cycle of it that's going to happen again. This could be and I'm going to say that whatever this energy is, the way you can relate it to is that it was not stable. Okay, it had conflict inside yourself with it or others. It was something that had to change, whether you wanted to change it or you brought change to it. And with that becomes stable, structured, manifestation. It's like you want to bring that manifestation now with what was conflict. Now, that's what I see, and it could be different ways. It could be like the opposite, where you actually had stability in something that was a new beginning of potential, of new love, new opportunity, inheritance coming to you, and what was stable is unstable, or what you wanted to manifest actually needed change and was conflict. So however way you could relate that to, I'm going to leave that there. So I don't know if the 10th was really a strong point of in your month of October, guys. Also, like the 15th, I think the 16th, and the 19th could be affected. No, that would make sense. So maybe the 1st is that's when like you're gonna find yourself to find the stability, or you're gonna either find conflict. So that's up to you, and you have some time to think about that. If that is going to be coming up for you, just know that there will be a new beginning of something, or some potential that you've been wanting. Manifest it right so it doesn't become unstable. Okay, let's do the tarot for this, Sagittarius. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for being here, everybody. Confetti says thank you. Okay. Sagittarius. For October. Overall energy. For now, overall energy for October 2025 for Sagittarius energy. Please, if you can give me clarity, please, I ask for protection. Sagittarius energy. Here we go. One more. Ooh, that wanted to flip over. So maybe there was a moment that you wanted to or someone wanted to direct something to you with action, and they decided not to. Like, it was like, I'm about to go towards you and I'm going to confront you. And then there was like, no, wait, I don't want to. Never mind. I'm not going to do that. And it's about thoughts. So just note to self, you might have had someone that was thinking about that. Or you were. Okay? And it's about the heart. And it's about boundaries. It's about being stable and calm about it. So maybe someone had to use their heart in that situation to stop before they went and directed this impulsive I needed to take care of this, or we need to talk about this. Okay, I have Gemini energy in here, and also Capricorn, and some water, Cancer, and also Virgo. Just so you know, there's some of these signs that I'm seeing right now in this reading for you, Sagittarius. Now, whether this is in yourself and you, or this could be what is being affected to you, okay, Sagittarius, somebody affects you, makes you be like this, or feel like this, or react to this, or you are bringing that. So it could be any way, because there's a lot of Sagittariuses in this world, okay? So whatever you feel like you can relate to this. It comes from your subconscious or someone. I want you to know. So even if you don't know this, now you know. It is a complex love. It is it could be a twin flame thing if you believe in that. But it's something that people can't understand. It's complex. It's a connection that honestly feels like it was sent from a heavens above, you know? Yeah. I think the only thing that really can like make this hard of what is on your mind in October would be, and this could be like communication to you, that you don't know of, but you know that you have this connection with someone. There's like definitely mountains to climb, and theory wise to say that, I mean, like, to make it work, even though you know there's a connection, there is like this, both people would have to really work hard in themselves, whether it's love or whatever, to get to where they conquest, to get to the top of it, to get to where you can honestly see everything bigger, like a bigger picture. I don't know why I got into that. And that really needs communication, and also needs cooperation and harmony. So maybe this is something you want, even knowing that it might be hard to get through, to have that connection with that heart space, communication. I really see communication as part of it. So this is, again, it's subconsciously, and it comes from deep within. Okay, so what comes out from it, the general energy that you're going to be affected by Sagittarius, or you are being affected in October. And I'm going over this because I want to give you a like kind of a setup, so you can, if you can relate to this and connect to this, I have a great lesson for you at the end that will maybe help you. And if it hasn't happened, it will happen, kind of thing, you know? So what comes out with that would be like, either you see this person or you are. And that's like you being, that you've accomplished things, and you have inheritance, and you feel like, you know, you self-care yourself, or you're bringing self-care to someone for them to feel more independently good. And it's a luxury. Okay, it's a luxury, and it's satisfaction. Okay, and that what happens is that it didn't have an offer. Someone would deny the offer, act like they didn't see the offer, didn't want to accept it. And it could have happened from the past, as for like it already happened and you're now trying to work on this. Or that this is going to happen. And it's toxic. The Devil card, it's fear. It is also, this could be a toxic bond that you could possibly have, Sagittarius, that is not healthy, because it's kind of selfish, possibly. Maybe it's too much of what you want, and you keep ignoring, or even though you feel connected, maybe it's just to yourself. I don't know, but like, it's like, you know, there's something there. And either you judge someone to think, I don't have judgment here, so I shouldn't say that, but there's like this, I could do this on my own. Like, I've got it all. I'm going to have it all. I'm going to have it all. Or you did have it all. And you realize that, like, well, someone didn't get an offer. They feel rejected. Or you could see it as an overall energy that someone you love is going through that, okay? And there's been fear, and it's been toxic, and it's been lies, and it's been betrayal, and there's been not healthy things. It's cheating, and it's just like, it's gross, honestly. It's just not healthy. The Devil card is worldly too, so this could be a worldly situation that is connected to you, Sagittarius, as for it's not spiritual and deep, even though the subconscious thinks that it is, that it's connected to something that you can't understand, and it's connected very deeply, okay? I don't know if something behind that was a pregnancy, or the way you look at the world, like seeing beauty. I don't know if there was like some type of pregnancy that happened, that you were connected to or have a connection to, that you thought was this like connection of deep love, or someone did. But now you see it as like someone found a way to be independent and inherit what they want and accomplish it with self-care, and they reward themselves with luxury. And now the offer of love, is no longer like going to be shown to someone through this. And it's because of worldly ideas of like what you think is more important, maybe, or someone does. Fear is involved. I mean, it's just, there's bondage and materialism and obsessiveness, and there's like chains that hold you back from, it's working on your shadow self, and someone's been repressing themselves and feeling powerlessness because what should have been connected, that was like deep and really just says like you're just actually selfish, and you think you're all that, but actually it's a beautiful card. It's actually saying like, no, I take care of myself, like I'm good on my own. Anyway, does that make sense? Okay, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13th, maybe something, 9th happened. The 4th, and then the 19th. The 19th might have been something that like, okay, I'm going to give this to you, or I'm bonded to this, and it's a materialistic thing, and it can make you feel powerless. That's kind of sad. Why? So I'm going to maybe leave it that way, because I don't know, I can't go into it deeper. As for, maybe I can, like, give me, because of loss and guilt. Someone just wants to be a mother and be loyal and be genuine. That the bondage or the obsession or the like materialism or the, like what needs to have shadow self is like, you're dealing with a mother, you're dealing with someone that is practical and like authentic and, down to earth, and, like it's caused loss and guilt. I don't know if that's a healthy thing that like you attached yourself to with this person, and that's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy is very much earthy. So I see a lot of worldly thoughts and like worldly ideas that like really deep inside like cause you to have loss and guilt. And you're still toxically bonded to this person when there's someone or energy that doesn't receive an offer of love. Because you're connected to something that is, I keep getting to like, there's an idea of, now I can be going a little too deep about that. Like there could be a lighter way of saying this, and just saying that, Sag, you have like you make a choice, okay? You made a choice, and where the choice comes from of what you love, or someone does around you that you're being affected by, comes out like, well, good for them. They're doing it on their own. They're able to take care of themselves and take care of their family on their own. It could be a single mom thing, you know what I mean? And maybe in some ways that like feels like you didn't receive an offer of love because you were trying to make the choice to like, maybe someone says something to you and affects you about that. Like, oh, you just want to do it on your own? Oh, you want to, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's something like that. And the offer of love is honestly just a moment that happens, but it is big time energy around it. It's the major arcana in the offer of love. So the small thing that was like, didn't felt received, and whether this is like a past thing that comes back again and it's being heard or seen or felt, it's still impacting bigger energies around that. And that is, again, I wanted to offer love, but I received none back. And that could be you doing this or someone around you. But what it does is it causes a toxic situation that becomes more worldly, obsessed, or lying, or like feeling gross, or I hope you don't like that, because the devil's card, some people like the devil, like the worldly things and the materialism, and made the choice to have that in their life. This is more important to me than love. That too. You know what it comes from is guarding. Guarding either a new beginning of love or self-love. This could be effective because that's a way of someone that you love or yourself. You become a wounded warrior that feels subconsciously, and then maybe there is a pouring of new love, but maybe you don't want it in this month. Maybe you don't feel like you're going to get it, or someone didn't see that you're trying to give love. Jeez. Because behind all that was like, yes, I deeply was betrayed and I'm no longer going to feel it. And that was strategizing and betraying. And it goes back to that feeling of the completion of it, but still, this person or you has dealt with a lot, been through a lot, and still keeps going. And maybe you want to bring a new beginning of love to that person, or you see that, you're doing good, you're self-loving yourself, good for you. You're finding a way to do it on your own. Kudos. There's still a connection of toxicity to it. And that could be with someone affected by it, seeing it differently than what you could see it in the beginning, and then changes it to make you think differently. Or you do that to someone else, okay? So don't let people trick your mind. That's something that what you actually, maybe they already went through it, or you've already been through it. And it's I don't need to go back to trying to do something when it's already been done. It's already been done. It's already been we've already been through this betrayal. I don't need to keep adding it. And this can be what someone's saying to you, or what you're saying to someone, or knowing that, So now it's in the energy of October, Sagittarius, this is Aries energy, and it's it's fire and passion, and it's about it's waiting on that idea of where's my personal power, waiting to see what can come through this and happen, and also seeing what do I need to have justice in, and what do I need to be bold in, and make decisions and planning and make the first steps towards something that you want. Now that's where you could be going towards after all these things that have happened to you. It's for you now, your turn, or someone else's. It's I'm ready to move on. I'm going to wait enough to bring justice, or already have, and this is what I'm now being affected by. But I want self-love. I want to bring love of someone that, for me, to feel like I have got through things. So I see a lot of independence, Sagittarius. I saw a lot of you see that in someone, or you are of that, where it's time for me now. I'm tired of no offers of love. I'm going to start concentrating on myself, or I'm going to start seeing that, that's what I need in my life. I need to feel like I can do it on my own, and I want to have good things in my life. So maybe there is a little bit of this worldly thought that that's not that healthy. I mean, I'm not going to lie, Sagittarius. It is what it is, and it doesn't have to be super harsh. It doesn't have to be really oh my gosh, how dare you. It's more it's a worldly thought. It's surface level stuff. Devil is a surface level situation, and it could be you could obsess over it. I want to be successful on my own. I want to prove, and even if I don't get the offer of love, I'm going to keep on trucking. I'm going to accept this, and because I want this much. It's interesting. And now these are just like things that play in your mind, okay? Now see, remember I had the 1 as like and I told you there's new beginnings and opportunities and potential. That was in there. New love, self-love, a new beginning, a pouring of love. So that connects to that. And then the conflict and like where I can see the dice of 5 that says your overall energy, Sagittarius, is changed. There suddenly was a change. And it became no longer of self-love or that feeling. It became more of like, you're unstable. Like, someone's unstable, or you saw them like that, and you're like, maybe I should have offered more love. And why didn't they accept that? Why didn't they accept that love? Because it was toxic. Maybe it came out, instead of like what you thought you wanted it to come out like, it ended up sounding more like worldly, like you really only care about, things that like maybe the person you're connected to or how they make you feel is that way. Feeling of the betrayal of it, when it was really like, no, they're just trying to take care of themselves, or I want more. I just want to feel like I've got it on my own. And that could be with a kid even, like your child, like just like, no, let me do this on my own. Or, a parent that you've been taking care of. It could be so many different ways of looking at it. Sagittarius, there will be a time in October 2025, and I think this is like more like coming up, or you had this like from the beginning of October, like the first week of October, and it was like a new epiphany. There's a lot, like I see 2 different now, like new, and this could be different Sagittariuses, but there was like a potential or new realization that came through you, Sagittarius, that like this is where the subconscious was, and what came out was like, you know what, I thought you were naive and foolish, or I saw you so innocent, but really you're actually very intuitive and you're very deep, and you blow my mind how I connect to you as like you're like way more powerful than I thought, or secrets have been revealed that like maybe I deep inside knew that you're actually a lot more wiser, and you changed yourself. You have found common sense, and you became more aware of situations after having to start from 0 and moving up. Good job for you. Like, that's freaking awesome. I think that's really beautiful. So it might have still caused like, I'm sorry, my eye is bothering me right now. Through the conflict and the change that needed to happen, and even if there was no offer of love, or you didn't want to offer the love, that was a choice that like maybe was because you found it toxic, or you found it worldly, or you chose that way. And then there's the 5 of Swords, so that could be, I got the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords, so now I have 2 different energies of Sagittarius is related to 5, and this is different ways of looking at it. Okay, so I will stop with, and I'm just going to bring this energy in for a whole nother energy of Sagittarius. Okay, in October, an overall energy is that there isn't a new epiphany. There is like a moment where you can say the truth, the truth. You suddenly go like, I know what's really going on. Okay, that's your subconscious, and it's like, I'm no longer being naive and being so innocent, but maybe you still like that. Like, it still feels good, and you know that it's held you back sometimes, being naive and being like, oh, I don't know, whatever. It's more working on your awareness and your wisdom and changing what is being perceived by or to you. Okay, it's like sound and judgment, whether that's in yourself or people around you, Sagittarius, and you know how to take conflict and defeat it. Whether you're like, you know what, I don't want to argue about this anymore, I'm over it, I already know what I believe in, and that's the truth, that's my truth. Or you hear someone say that to you, like, I know the truth, I know what's really going on, And you think I'm naive, you think I'm a fool? Well, actually no, I'm a fucking high priestess, bitch. Like, I actually know a lot more than you think I do. And it might have caused some conflict. It might have caused some, like, you know, fighting that you maybe don't even know that happened. I want to let you know that. Or you caused this with other people, by the way. It could have happened like that too. Or you see this around you. There's defeat in talking about it. And that could be like over drinking, you know, or trying to go with the flow, or trying to, like, you know, like, just trying to go with the flow, man. Or like you're drinking and you're talking about it. Like, really? That's how you really feel? Wow, okay. So I don't know if, like, someone just made you feel like you're imbalanced, or you're trying to, like, teeter-totter your ideas of, like, what's right for you or someone else, and their well-being, and, like, what should you put your money into now, or you have to put money into two different things that's involved with, like, court, or, like, a business, or you want to become the divine masculine, so you're gonna have to wear two masks, or be, like, two different things that can make you feel like you're self-caring, or someone is. You see someone having to, like, work two jobs possibly too, maybe to get to that point of being, like, all independently alone. And that's a lot, you know? And that's when, like, you know, what can come out from that in your energy, Sagittarius, is that, like, there's a tower moment, like, whether you got in a car accident, someone has a, you know, like, a scary moment where their home starts crumbling or falling apart, or the business idea that you have, or what you thought was love, or what you wanted to love, or all this stuff, you know. And just remember, these things, so we still get affected by our past. So the past can be coming back into, and why does the past do this, is because we're still haven't learned the lesson that we needed to learn from the past. Because once you learn the past lesson, you no longer get affected by it so much, as for you don't have to, like, bring it up or think about it. It doesn't cross your mind so much because you've already learned the lesson. It's like, think about going to school, okay, for example, and what do you do in school? You get educated, you know, you have an instructor or whatever, you read, you get knowledge, you work with others to collaborate, to learn about these certain things, you have communication to, like, try to grow the ideas of what is to be taught, and whether you're doing it or someone else. But anyways, you know, that's what it's about. You're learning and you're growing, and then, you know, if you can be tested of what you've learned, and this is life lessons, this is love lessons, this is job situations that you fucked up, this is, like, where someone else screwed up or something like that. I'm talking about cycles in life, okay, guys? If it keeps coming back to you and you're still being affected by it because you haven't learned the lesson yet. So basically, it's like saying you didn't listen. You didn't hear what I was trying to teach you as an instructor, or as a situation that the higher power, God, your angels, whatever you want to say that is for your higher best for yourself. If you're not, like, learning the lessons and you keep repeating, because that's what people do, and change is always going to happen, but we will keep doing the same thing with the change that keeps happening with circumstances that might be with different people and different relationships and different jobs and different, like, you can keep repeating things that you have not learned the lessons for correctly. And I can tell you, like, if you can't do it on your own, or the people that are surrounding you have not been able to help you with that, or you're being stubborn, you're going to just keep repeating it forever, and it can destroy you. Okay? It can destroy you. So there could be a moment where you actually listen to a song, or someone straight out as a woman says what's up, how she feels about it, or you're become that person where you're, like, direct and saying, like, about this? Did you think about what could come out of that? Like, if you do this? Because I feel like I'm just crumbling in this idea. Like, you're just making me feel like shit. Or if this is a vice versa situation. Wonder what that could be, Sagittarius. Think about that. Like, are you affecting people that make people treat you that way? Like, have to get really logical and like, because subconsciously you tear down ideas, new love, new potentials of opportunities, make it unstable, or someone does, you see, when they keep trying to make it stable. So this can go in a bigger realm of family, you know, the idea of family. This can go in the idea of you keep wanting to fall in love, but you keep finding yourself back into situations because maybe you got used to instability, or you saw and perceived someone like that. I think you intuitively know, and or someone does of you. Okay? Or you're interested in knowing that as being wiser. I think that some of you, I can feel you being very intuitive though. You know, it's time to give, and I think that's something you're gonna do, and that's where it could be worldly in some ways. Like, maybe even you feel like, you know, like, I know this is like toxic, like, I know this seems like wrong of me, like, you know, like, maybe it's not enough. Maybe I know what I should be giving is offering a love, but instead I'm just like, I give money, or I, you know, I think of worldly thoughts. I like obsess over things instead of like giving just love. I ignore that part, and I cause that to happen because I make that choice. This can be anybody you can relate to around you that affects you like this, or you are that person. So just remember what I said about lessons and how we can learn is by, did you learn your lesson? And when you were tested in that moment, or someone was around you, that you're being affected by it, to see these like ideas of thoughts, you know, like, how are you going to learn the lesson? And I'm going to tell you. Remember that offer of love that you kept ignoring, or someone did, right? The Four of Cups. That's like that one that I was telling you about. And that was your dice, by the way. Ooh, that just changed to 6, which is cool. Maybe in November things were going to be like, oh, there's the 6 again. So check it out. Sagittarius, you're going to have where you're going to be receptive and giving. And you're going to, whatever you feel like you inherited or someone did of the situation around you, or whatever you felt like you took because it was worldly, really, honestly, or what you want, okay, or what you did not get and you didn't receive love, or you felt like you tried to help someone through, that was worldly, okay. The subconscious of that offer of love, this is the lesson for your October, is that really someone wanted you to just give, and that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to share your success, and you wanted to build success first before you could give. I know that was your way maybe of showing you offer love by being generous of your time, of your efforts. It's still toxic behind it though. It was still toxic. Something was still attached to you. By giving, someone didn't see the love that you actually like were putting a lot of time or effort into. And now it's just like toxic, or, oh, that's just worldly or something. This could be trying to give joy and bliss to children, to clarity of what, you know, makes you feel warm. It could be about kids, or it could be about like a good day that you could have of love. Someone loves you and knows that you brought joy and bliss, or you know that that person does. Someone has boundaries. Someone has chosen to find the joy and bliss in life. This is Leo energy, and that's courage as well, okay? That's where their clarity came in, and that's where Sagittarius, you kind of, either you or someone was like wake-up call, you know? Your lesson is like, subconsciously, wherever, if it was you or someone else that like became that toxic person or became obsessed or became like addicted or all about lust and like, or money, because I saw a lot of money. I felt like the money part was a big one, or putting their time and effort was not actually for love. It was like, or you didn't see it, or you know, that kind of thing. And so the lesson of your October will be like, for you or someone, just know that the offer of love that was not made, that someone missed, that affected big time. It became really different. It just didn't like feel like love. Okay. It just needs to be someone giving more time, giving more of giving back, and like saying, here you go, you know, here is my well-being, I'm going to work on myself now, okay? Or, you know what, I need to give you more time. Like, need to give a lot more time and stop thinking about just myself. And it's just like, you know, either charity time, you need to like work on being there for others. It's something maybe you need to teach others. It's something that when their offer was not love, you felt like you want to be like, I'm going to give to you. This was I know you don't feel like I offered you love, but this is my way of loving you, is by giving you my time and my effort, or my money, or giving this situation, or someone needs to do that for you. It's either or, okay? That would be your lesson to learn. Okay, maybe someone really just wanted more. Maybe you don't receive an offer of love, of charity, and that's where you get fear in your heart too. One more lesson in this situation and tell you, okay? I think that someone or you in this energy Sagittarius this month, if there's dreams about this, your lesson, or you've had options in love, or someone does, about or illusions, or, you know, ideas that is like many different options of love, or you've had it in the past about this, that kept you or someone in this month, it comes back up. It was like the offer of love. Oh, you didn't give it? But someone dreams about it, and the lesson is that, like, you know, did you just have a lot of options in love? This is why you didn't, like, take the offer of love, and you just decided to think about yourself. You know, the lesson is I need to expand more. You know, I need to, like, see what else is out there. I need to be inspired by what I need to take action and plan for, and have expansion, so I can move forward. I can drive to it. I can make a movement in my life that's like better. You know, what I dream about, I have a lot of ideas, and your lesson is like, start working on what to plan it out, Sagittarius. Plan it out. Like, have like a real solid idea with your creation and passions and your thoughts, so you can move forward and you can help others that you love that don't feel they get the love of offer. Or maybe they're not like, no, that's not what I wanted. I didn't want you to just like, you know, talk about yourself, or like prove to me that like you have it all. You know, I really just want you to show me that you're here, and like you're generous, and you actually care about other people than yourself. Good that you have everything, Sagittarius. Good job. But like, how about you just like show me you care? I didn't get an offer. Cool. Whoa, you're so generous. Like, that was a lesson. Like, you saw it maybe as, I'm being generous. Like, I'm there for people. But really, you actually, like, they subconsciously feel like you just actually, no, like, you did not give love. Like, you did not love. And like, maybe you feel like that. You don't even know it. Like, really, you're like, well, they didn't love me and I didn't get anything, so I was nice, you know? Like, that's your lesson, is knowing there's this little secret, that tiny little moment of whatever you hold on to from the past or hold on that's causing this, Sagittarius, is coming from, you know, something that's not, that you either like feel toxic about or, you know, worldly about. And I think what it comes down to is like, maybe you need to start seeing it, the options of love is bigger, and there's more ideas that you need to see, that of whatever, and maybe stop trying to control everything of your ideas that you get too caught up into with like money or the well-being or like the time that you put in. It's more like allow yourself to dream or have options. So when what you can come out with is inspiration and expansion of what you want to take action on, that's noble and honest and gives openness and success with passion and creation and vision and drive, so you can move forward, so someone can drive and be part of that with you, or someone can drive, you know, how about just driving, period. It could be just that, just driving to you, or moving forward in the relationship, or making a vehicle work, buying a vehicle, or healing the parts of you that's dark and light of you, so you can be able to be more determined and focused and have direction and concentration and triumph and perseverance in your life to heal that. Maybe there's been too much dissolution or dreams or like thoughts like about that's not. So lesson learned. Let's start expanding what else is out there. Let's expand like and plan out and prepare using noble and honest truth of openness of what you want or what you want to give, so you can move forward. That's your lesson overall. Bless you, Kevin. Bless you. Again, Sagittarius, remember I told you there's a lot of you guys have that a lot. It's such a great, like, it's so important with Sagittarius to feel free. Emotionally, financially, I mean, it's just putting their time and effort in themselves. It is important. And I'm sorry if sometimes it makes it hard for others to understand. It is, but it's beauty. It's another thing of Sagittarius, like each of zodiac signs, I swear to you, have a reasoning that we're here on earth that makes us all balance and work together. And it could be for the good or for the bad, right? But I really like to think that love and good things really do prosper us the most, and that's in our hearts and healing. Yeah, there it is again. I'm sorry if you lost hope and faith in things, you know what I mean, Sagittarius, and I know maybe you had wishes and that there was defeat. You didn't want to fight about it anymore. Someone didn't want to with you. I don't know, someone wanted to hold their ground too of like what they had, a little that they had maybe too at one point. And even though there was a new opportunity or a child or a message involved that you could have grabbed a hold of, you thought maybe emotionally fulfill you. But anyways, just keep expanding. That's what I got. Just, you know, keep seeing what else is out there. Just be honest to yourself about that. Okay. Thank you guys for letting me read to you tonight. I think that's all I'm going to say. Bless you. I send you all healing energy. Namaste. Thank you too. Good night. Bless you too.